And today's our big day. We're about to be parents. First, we gotta run a 50K. Together. What's the plan today?
You're gonna run every step with me. Whether you like it or not.
Oh, I'm gonna like it.
You see you're not gonna like it?
I'm gonna like it.
Oh, you're gonna like it. I might not like it though. No, we're just going out for a stroll. I haven't really run more than 2.5 hours in a while, so we're just gonna try our best.
Why haven't you been running much?
Because I am 5 months pregnant. So, yeah, my motivation sometimes is in the deep dark hole. So, what better way to get it out of that hole than run a 50K?
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna do a subpar job putting it big on. Got my diesel. Got it. Okay, so we are in Cascade Locks, Oregon, and Mike and I are going to run the Gorge 50K today. So it's Sunday. We've just been helping with the 30K and 100K on Friday and Saturday. So now it's our turn to go do a little jog.
Run around the waterfalls.
Yeah, I ran this race in 2022 and had a great day. Today is probably going to be at least an hour and a half slower. So, it'll be fun.
Loading the bus to the start. I think we have about a 30 or 40 minute bus ride here to the start for the 50Ks point to point.
Our pop tarts?
Breakfast of future 50K champions. Three minutes to the start. Just got off the buses. We found a nice private spot here to
Administer the V-sling.
apply the V-sling.
The last part is NSFW.
NSF YouTube. It involves these little straps slinging
Around the groin.
V-word.
Right behind those folks in wave 4 is our backup pack.
Get some goosies. Oh my god.
Some freaking hairy legs too.
I figure we should talk about how you're approaching this 50K, especially given that you're 5 months pregnant.
Honestly, I'm just hoping to finish, and also if I don't finish, that's okay too. I haven't run much more than like 2.5 hours in a little bit, so just trying to enjoy it and get to like experience the race from a different perspective. But yeah, eat well, drink well, take care of baby boy.
How do you expect the like effort and everything to?
I think it's all gonna feel kind of hard, but I'm gonna try to keep it like lower heart rate, like under, I don't know. I don't check my heart rate, but I know what like 160 feels like. So under 160 the whole time.
To really enjoy this beautiful, lovely day and understand how blessed we are to enjoy it all together. Without further ado, Deborah being a river later known by many. Got about 90 seconds here for takeoff.
We're gonna start in 2, 1, go!
First waterfall. Second waterfall. Doesn't count. Miles in. Waterfall number 3. So far we're at 1 waterfall per mile. How we feeling?
Good. Good. We're bringing up the rear of the first wave, which is honestly right where I want to be. Yeah, we had a long climb to start, and now we're downhill technical running a bit.
Yeah, we've done what? We've done almost 1,500 feet of climbing.
And I don't think there's too much of this race.
Is there like 5,000 maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, not a ton.
Pee break number 1.
Number 1.
We're over 5.5 miles in now.
Nice.
First pee break.
Not bad. 1 hour. I could just do 1
Yeah, 1 hour.
hour. I'm fine with that.
We did like a 5-mile run about a week or so ago that I think had 4 pee breaks.
So,
So we figured at that rate we might have something like 20 to 30 pee breaks in a 50K. So far, 1 per hour.
not bad.
That's a good one. Mile 7 something. Still roughly 1 for 1 on waterfalls, I think. 1 waterfall per mile, roughly.
619. What do you mean? Left line this one. What do you guys
What's up, guys?
Electrolytes?
Uh,
Waters right here.
I'll probably fill it. Number 2.
Pee break.
Pee break number 2, that is.
Yeah.
Not number 2 break. Number 2.
One of those. Yeah.
No number 2 breaks. 2 number 1 breaks.
Yeah.
To be clear. How's your eating and drinking going?
Good. So we are 2 hours in, and I've done 2 never seconds, 30 grams of carb gels, 1 SIS, which is 40 grams, and then 1 bottle of open fuel, which I think is like 58 grams of carbs, and then probably about 700 milliliters of water so far. So filled up both bottles almost entirely at the last aid station. So I drank about 1 liter in just over an hour, which I was happy with. So hoping to go through both of these bottles in the next hour or so as well. And I've got, I think, a never second electrolyte drink in this one and water in this one.
Wow.
So cool.
All right, almost 16 miles in. Right at 3 hours. I just took my first number 2 break. And now I have to try to catch back up with Leah, which is probably still a little harder to do than it sounds. Target acquired. Still moving great. You think baby boy is just in there like, whoa, 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 whoa.
He's like getting car sick. If he's anything like me.
Oh, he's probably getting so car sick.
Riding in this van.
What are we doing?
Why, Mom? So, my good friend Rachel Drake and I have talked a lot about, how to modify running, racing, goal setting during pregnancy, because in one sense it can feel like you're taking 9 months down and kind of off, and then having your quote unquote come back and getting fit again. And something she shed a lot of light on for me is this time can be really productive. And with her pregnancy with Lou, something she reflected back on was training during that time. Sure, it's modified. You're doing a lot less volume, a lot less intensity, and just like caring for your body in a new way. And she found that it was a great time to focus on nutrition, fueling her body well, strength training, and mindset. And I thought that mindset piece was really interesting because I think I have many flaws, but one of my flaws as an ultra runner, I think, is definitely my mindset at times, and getting content, getting complacent, honestly, like giving up when the going gets tough. So I've kind of dedicated myself in that way these last 5 months, and especially today too. It's like, yeah, we're out here shuffling along, heart rate, we're keeping it low, but I'm doing all the same things. I'm rolling my ankles.
Still rolling ankles.
Still rolling ankles. I'm still trying to target 80 plus grams of carbs an hour, and I'm still trying to tell myself not to have those negative thoughts, and then when the negative thoughts do start to come in, just having some mantras to push them away. So yeah, pregnancy is a lot of downtime, but it's also really productive time too as an ultra runner with some big future goals.
I love that. That's some really good insight for 19 miles in.
Ask me more in 11.
Yeah, mile 19 or something. How's it going so far compared to how you might have expected?
Yeah, this is really hard. It's about as hard as I thought, honestly. I didn't think I could do it. So the fact that I made it almost 20
You
miles.
didn't think you could do it?
No. We'll see.
Okay.
So that part's impressive for me.
What's the furthest you've run, like, this pregnancy, I guess? I guess Rufo was 20.
Rufa was 18 miles.
18 miles.
That was it.
And that was for 5,
4 hours.
like
4 hours, like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So that's the longest time on feet I've done. And I did that 9 weeks ago. So a little over 2 months ago. And
A lot's changed since
a
then.
lot has changed since then. I did not feel pregnant then. I feel quite pregnant now. Yeah, and aerobically I feel okay. My training was like 30 to 50 miles, hit or miss for a lot of this.
Sometimes 10, sometimes 60.
10. Yeah. So I knew fitness-wise I did not have great expectations. But yeah, it's more like body limiting, pelvis, hips, pelvic floor. Just I've been doing a lot of strength training in that space, so I feel like it's helping. But yeah, that's the most limiting part today, and I'm definitely feeling it.
Do you still feel like this is a good idea or a good enough idea?
Good enough idea.
Yeah.
I think the 30K, or if there's a Gorge 20 mile, that would have been my best idea. But I had to work on Friday, so 50K it is.
Baby's first 50K it is. All right, feeling good though?
Yeah,
feeling
good.
healthy?
Feeling healthy, keeping it chill, shuffling along with Mike.
You said you didn't want your heart rate to get very high.
Yeah,
That was kind of one of the main things you were going to monitor.
yeah.
That you feel like that hasn't been a problem, right?
No, the first climb is, that was my most hard, moderate effort of the day. And then everything else, I feel like body's been most limiting. So I haven't exactly been able to work too terribly hard, which is honestly a good thing.
Yeah, probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Sweet. Pee break number 6. Number 6, right? I think. Honestly, not bad. 6 pee breaks in almost 20 miles.
Not bad, honestly.
How's that with the V-sling?
Oh, you move the shorts over, you move the liner over, you move the V-sling over, and you do the best you can.
Yeah. What's been feeling best or worse? Like uphill, downhill, flat road?
Feels good. Flat road feels good. Actually, which a couple weeks ago, I think I told you that steep uphill was actually feeling the best physically. But today, definitely flat road. Uphill's second, downhill's third.
Okay.
I think it's just like a lot of pressure on the downhills.
Yep. Is the V-sling performing as expected?
I think so. About as good as it can.
Yeah.
I might need to like loosen the waist part. I feel like as I drink water, I'm probably holding on to some. So it's getting a little tight around my hips. But the groin area is pretty good.
Nice. Oh, we were taking photos right here yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were taking some photos right here during the 100K yesterday. I just recognized that mossy tree, like logs, the mossy down trees on the right.
Branch of the tree.
So that means we're really close to the Cascade Locks aid station. Boom! What's up?
Good to see y'all. Look at you.
Oh, feeling
Working together.
Looking dapper as hell, dude.
electrolytes.
Nice work!
Nice job, way to go.
Woo!
Woo, way to go, crushing it. Nice work.
Feeling all right?
Yeah, just ready to be done. I'm like, my hips are just tired. My pelvis and foot. Good work. Nice job.
Well done.
It's like one of those feelings where at the start of a run when I tell you just want to walk today. That's honestly all I want to do.
Walking's fine.
I know, but I can still shuffle.
One more waterfall. We've reached our turnaround point. Oh. Not a bad spot to turn around. All right, it got a little quieter, a little bit tougher there for a while, huh?
Yeah, I would say probably would have been good to run a 30K and not a 50K, but we're doing it. We're like less than a mile to the finish right now.
Yeah.
I had I'd say a pretty tough time from like mile 18 to 20. No, probably like 20 to 28 or so.
Yeah.
But the last 3 have been pretty fine. Slowed it down, but just enjoyed it. It was really nice because it was an out and back, so we got lots of energy from other people.
Made a couple V-sling adjustments and been plugging along.
Yeah, plugging along. Now we got sub 10 minute pace right here. Little bike path. And then we'll go into town to finish. But yeah, that got probably a little harder than I wanted to. Not aerobically, just physically. But really proud of my body. Really happy I have Mike here with me. Couldn't do this without him.
Hardest thing physically you've got to do for about 4 more months.
Exactly. Except for wake up in the morning, that's what's hard.
We have fun, but in the meantime, it's damn
Danny Kruger from Portland. Great job, Danny. Straight us to finish that strong. Leah, Mike, welcome back.